All right.
Oh yeah, by the way, I need to salute Liverpool.
Salute us.
Yeah, but not for you lot.
Why you? You didn't have to say that.
Not for you two.
What? Okay.
For your brother Rich.
Why'd you? Oh, okay. For the post.
Nah. We was talking in it, and he goes, "Just say congratulations." Actually, let me tell you how the conversation went. Randomly, Rich wanted to dive in and say, "Yo, you still ain't said congratulations." Just out of nowhere. No hello. No how are you? Man said, "Yo, where's my congratulations?"
Oh man.
Bruv, my Bristol group chat, I texted him, I was like, yo, no one's going to congratulate me.
Honestly, to be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. So Rich goes here. So Rich must have went. Oh yeah. So Rich went, where's my congrats, bro? It's been nearly a week. And then I go, I hate all of you. I said, blame your brothers. I congratulate them. And they told me, shut my bitch ass up. And then Rich goes, I won't, I promise, let's go. I go, blame your bros, blame your two brothers. I don't even hate Liverpool. But you see your two brothers, I resent everything. I resent them and everything about your team. And then he goes, and then I said, how about I salute Liverpool on the pod? And he goes, I need the congratulations. The actual word. You can do it.
What's going on, world? Welcome to episode 32 of the Rhymes Like Dimes podcast with your boys Peter,
Yo.
Mohammed,
Salutations.
and myself, Yemi. It's another week. How we doing, guys?
Good, man. 32, bro.
32.
That's crazy, man.
Oh, episode 32.
32.
Probably 30.
What's the matter with you?
32.
Is it your birthday?
I'm not gonna lie,
Relax.
I
I forgot.
was looking at you like,
Relax.
then I thought it's about the amount of league titles Liverpool have won. I'm like, nah, it can't be that. You know,
Hey, see, that's
not
my
like that. That
issue.
was even disrespectful.
See-
No, because you don't want bare league titles. So I didn't even mean it disrespectfully.
All right, cool.
Your first Premier League title, but you want bare league titles.
See, there's no need for that.
Cool, sorry, stating facts. Silly
Well,
me.
thank you for letting us know that we won the league, because we did win the league
No,
after
legit,
30
salute to-
long years. So shout out to
you're
us for
right,
doing
fam.
that.
Congratulations to everyone but two people. No, congratulations to everyone but three people. So salute to Rich, to Ozzy, to all the Liverpool fans I know, apart from you two bastards and Firmino. You three, I don't want no good in this world when it comes to football.
What
Why?
did Firmino do?
If it was up to me, you don't get relegated because of you two.
Why?
And I
Do
didn't
you
have beef because you know why. Let me tell the people why.
Good.
So on the podcast, I forgot what game it was where you lot clinched.
What,
the
the
league. I think
group
it was
chat?
Chelsea against Man City. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I think Chelsea scored, and I quote, I said congratulations. Yemi goes, shut your bitch ass up. Peter goes, keep your congratulations to yourself. What team? Where is the respect? I said, I didn't even say nothing. What? I just said, yo, you man, you play the best football I've seen in maybe 5-6 years. Congratulations.
Nah, man. Don't congratulate my team, innit, when you were chatting bare shit.
I did, but that wasn't me. Arsenal fans were. I
was
didn't chat
you.
shit. What did I say?
Bro, you just had a lot
I
of
want
like,
you to win the
things
league.
saying,
I
like-
want you to win the
I
league.
did
It's
want you
about
lot to win the
time
league.
you win the league.
It's,
No.
about time you lot did win the league.
Your tone was very dismissive.
But
And
it
that's
was
why
about
we told
time you lot won the league.
That's why we told
Don't
you
tell
to
us
shut your
that,
bitch ass up.
No, but it's about time.
Yeah, but don't say that.
Stop saying that.
But it's about time Arsenal win the Champions League because I ain't never seen it. It was about time you lot.
But I
won
would never
something
communicate that to you.
You would. You're the
I
same
would never
guy.
say it's about time you won the Champions League.
Peter is the same guy who on a random evening just messaged Arsenal our shit one day, just randomly, no
He was-
context.
He
no
was
nothing.
in his bag.
He just popped up saying, "Yo, you lot are below Sheffield United. You disgust me."
He
All
was
of that
in his bag.
nonsense.
He was in his bag.
Like it wasn't recently you lot finished below Hull.
Whoa. When did we ever Anyway, we're not doing that. Thank you for the congrats.
Like it wasn't recently you lot had bloody Morientes, fam.
I mean, that was like 15 years ago, so relax.
Hey man, it feels like yesterday.
No, it don't.
I've heard when you lot were shit.
I bet you do.
No, not even because I don't like Liverpool, just you lot were humble.
Well, guess what?
That's why God prevented you lot from being a good team.
But guess what?
You're
Arsenal
arrogant.
was shit and Arsenal fans still ain't humble. So that's why we don't like you.
No,
man.
I'm humble.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
But a lot of people
But
aren't.
this shows me, like, we all know God is the most wise. And this shows me why you lot were a shit team.
Because we're bad people.
Because Peter is a horrendous human being when it comes to football. And he did not want to give this man any gratification.
Well, anyway, we're the champions, and
Salute
we're
to
gonna
you,
we're
man.
gonna soak this in because
salute
it
to
hasn't
you,
happened in 30 years. It hasn't happened in mine and Peter's lifetime. So we're gonna enjoy it.
And it will happen again next season.
Well, we'll see.
Unless Man
Let's
City-
hope so. Let's hope
Man
so.
City by the whole world.
Anyway, guys, how's your week's been?
My week's been amazing because of football.
I bet.
We finally won 3 away games, and you can't talk to me. We're back, baby.
See, this is why we don't like you, man.
I'm chatting shit, honestly. We're back, fam. Premier
We're
League title
back after winning
2022.
3 games.
Hey,
You
man.
should have won anyway.
Cuz last time I saw us beat a top 6 team away from home was Man City 2015.
Boy.
That is pathetic.
I didn't ask you.
I know you didn't, but I'm giving you my
Santi
opinion.
Cazorla was playing that game. That's how long it was. But yeah, no, I've had a great week, man. Just kind of adjusting to life back to normal, innit? Just trying to figure it all out.
Yeah.
Not going out because I don't want to risk it. But other than that,
Yes, we are recording on the 5th of July and the day after bars and restaurants and pubs opened,
Super Saturday.
It just looks crazy, man.
apparently.
It looked horrendous.
Yeah, Soho looked mad.
It looked horrendous.
Soho absolutely mad. It looked like an incubator for COVID. But,
And that's why I'm staying in my yard until September, October.
You know what?
What am I rushing out for?
But you know what the hypocrisy is, though? Soho was... Did you guys see the picture of Soho?
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you guys see what they do at block parties? The police.
Yeah.
why-
Oh, that's a good point.
Why weren't they there for Soho, guys? I'll leave that with you. I'll
Oh.
leave that with you.
The suspense.
No,
You know
I'll
why,
leave that
though?
with you. Why? Because if
And
you
I'm
try
not
to
trying to...
But there were police
I'm not
around,
trying to...
though.
I'm not trying to...
But then they evacuate them, and Soho was infested with a bag of people.
Yeah, I know, but you got to remember the block parties were happening during a time where we're still technically on lockdown.
They stopped the block party Friday night.
Yeah, but
I'm sure they're going to stop one tomorrow if it happens. We know why they stopped it.
I know, but that's what the probably excuse they'll tell
That's
you. Anyway.
yeah. But it was more because it was
Because at least the whites are in Soho, like the bars are open, all that shit, and it looked as disgusting as it looked fairly civilized. So I don't know.
the block parties were civilized. No one real violence
True.
until the police came. My thing is they just wanted to stop the other man wanted to stop the brother man.
We're keeping that in.
But there you go, guys. That's my little
That's
tidbit
hilarious.
for the day.
I feel you. Pete, how was your week?
Yeah, it's been cool, man. Just working, bro. I ain't been doing much. Just here, man. Took my locks out.
Do we say do rags?
Yeah, man. Know what I'm saying? Just adjusting my locks a little bit. But that's probably like the most exciting thing that's happened, other than Liverpool winning the league.
Hey, man, we got over that.
But apart from that, yeah, man, just keeping my head down, bro. Just here.
Work on yourself.
You? How's your week been, man?
Have you still got the Invisalign on?
Yeah.
Do you today?
Is it sounding better?
Sound about.
Do you have it on today?
Sound about.
Yeah, I got it on.
Rah, you don't sound like that girl from 3LW.
See,
Broken promises.
That was brilliant.
Yo,
yeah, Mo, we got to fight.
yo, you sounded like no legit. I
fire.
remember
We got
this
fight.
guy. Do you know how tempted it was? Broken promises. Thinking, you know, it was dumb as the
You know what's so
dumb.
funny? I saw something recently where Bow Wow tweeted about that, and I think he actually
Swear.
spelled it. Yeah, he spelled promise to the promise.
Yo, fam, you're not sounding like her today though. So salute to you, fam.
Hey, man, we're trying,
to
man.
you,
We're trying, bro.
Feel
We're
you.
trying, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man. How's your week been?
It's been alright. It's been pretty normal, to be honest. I ain't done much. Journalism has been piling up.
You got a lot of deadlines.
A lot of commissions have been happening.
Ooh,
So which is good.
commission for who?
A lot of people, man. Telegraph, Vice,
Upcoming.
Vice and Telegraph are out. Guardian that came out last week. I got one for Crack Magazine as well. That's coming soon.
You guys super saying this week.
So yeah, it's been a mad one. It's been a mad one. But yeah, it's been a cool week. It's been a cool week regardless. Always happy to kick it with my bros
Yeah.
for another
man.
episode.
Hey, man.
When are you, man, going to start going out again?
Never.
Nah.
There's nothing out there for me except for infections.
Until 2021.
Nah, I think once the dust settles, maybe around like August, September, if the second wave hasn't come yet and we're not knocked down already, then maybe, yeah, like two bar visits, maybe a couple pub crawls, but other than like in July, yeah, no, I'm staying home.
We definitely wrote August off.
Um,
I might go out in August. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. Just because I miss the feeling of us lot going out.
Yeah. Aw.
Don't do that. I'm gonna go mad.
for real.
That even sounded bad, fam. Bro, fam.
Yeah, man.
This guy said,
We won't be missing much when we're out anyway, and I know as soon as we start going out again, it'll just be the same as before.
Yeah.
So it's whatever.
Same.
The novelty will
Yeah,
run
I'm
out real
not
quick.
rushing to it, man. Like, I think having the opportunity, as bad as like, the whole COVID thing has been, like being the opportunity to be at home and just like chill, be still, and like plot, plan, and just like figure stuff out within myself it's been good, man.
A lot, man.
I think I've needed it because we would have never had this time to do this.
Ever in life.
You know what I'm saying?
We have
So-
3 minutes to sit at home and that's it.
You feel me? So I'm not entirely mad at it. That's why I can extend it beyond like the next few months.
You might get lucky and they might do that.
Boy.
I saw a tweet that said nationwide people are in pubs right now using beer as mouthwash.
Ugh.
This country's love for
And that
alcohol
touched me.
obscene.
Yeah,
It's obscene. This country's love for
it's
alcohol.
crazy. But anyway,
In their fairness, though, they've been on lockdown for like how many
What
months
does that
now?
mean? You can still buy alcohol though.
Yeah, but I think
not the same.
the feel of being able to go out, be
Is it
merry,
legit that deep?
congregate.
Like
Apparently
honestly,
so.
is it that deep to need to go out to drink alcohol?
Not for us, but there are people.
no, it's
out
the
there.
familiarity, it's the contact, it's the attention, it's all that, man. It's the whole package. It's
And
not
there's
just
good
being
weather as well. You might just want to be in the sun, soak it up whilst drinking.
I mean, I'll take your guys' word for it.
I'm not gonna lie, man. Like having like a nice like glass of red wine in the sun, it's a different feel to being cooped up in your yard, isn't it?
You say just a different feel.
It's just a different feel, bro.
Do you do the whole twirly whirly?
With like, you know, a silk shirt with the chest hairs and that,
in the park.
with the sun's out, innit?
do you do the whole twirly and you smell it as well? And
Yeah,
you drink it, or
definitely.
do you just sip it?
No, I definitely twirl the glass.
What about you, Yemi? I don't know that. I don't know the rules and regulations when it comes to alcohol.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
This guy said he twirls it with his shirt out.
You don't twirl the glass?
No, I twirled the glass, but
Do you legit both twirl? Do you
I
legit
think where it got me was the shirt.
Oh, I was just chatting shit. Man.
Casanova, innit?
Yeah,
You man out here twirling glass?
Huh?
You legit?
I do as a joke.
No, I do it as a joke, man. Yeah.
Can you just jug red wine or no?
Nah, I don't jug anything. I'm a
Can you
lightweight,
get the bottle
bro.
and just sip it?
Nah,
If you jug it, then you
I've
ruin the
seen- I don't-
experience.
I'm civilized, bro.
Wine is to be enjoyed
Gradually.
gradually,
Oh, so you
in
can't
stages.
So you can't just get the bottle out.
Like we had
I
a
mean,
lot
you
to
can.
drink on Friday, and like I was finished. I was really drunk, bro. Like I had to I didn't sleep straight away because my head was spinning. I had to drink like bare water.
You were drunk on Friday.
Yeah, we went to Richard's house and we just drank.
That's it.
Yeah, but I didn't realize how drunk I was.
You don't drink though.
Exactly.
Like Yemi can. Yemi.
Yemi,
can-
yeah,
you-
Yemi's liver is like
Yemi. It's water to him at this point.
He's yeah, man.
Not quite.
It's,
I feel-
well-
it's, alcohol has changed to you, bro. I've only ever seen you bad maybe once.
Yeah, same. Once.
Hey man, shout out to all the drinkers. Shout out to everybody that was out Super Saturday and will continue to be out. Just be safe, innit? Be safe. I'd also like to send a big shout out to a guy who's been catching many L's this week.
Oh boy.
He goes by the name of Livingston Willis, aka DJ Academics.
Livingston.
His name's Livingston Willis.
His name's Willingston. I don't know about Willis. Willis
Livingston.
Ellis.
Like Ken Livingston.
His first name's Livingston.
You fat piece.
He's Jamaican, so you know.
He's that fat donut, bro. I hate that guy.
And shout out to Freddie Gibbs as well because he has not let loose.
What
on
did he
that
make?
boy, man.
Did you see the freestyle?
Oh, the hip hop African Americans.
He's like, I'm gonna touch his teeth or something like that.
Listen, man, this guy made a whole brand out of fucking putting Axe Head on the Hamburglar. He's selling the
Sorry,
shirts. He's doing bits, man. So shout out to Gibbs and shout out to Axe.
I love Freddie Gibbs. It's not enough for me.
What do you mean it's not enough for you?
It's not enough for me.
What do you mean?
What do you want?
I need a physical attack.
On academics?
I need physical violence.
I mean, he never leaves his basement, so
That's fine. I just need he goes thing, don't he? Sometimes
he's suspended.
when he goes back to his job, because that's the thing. Even on what's that struggle show called? Everyday struggle. I fuck with Wayno. Heavy. It's that fat you that annoys me, bruv. Like I can't everything about that guy I don't like.
He represents
Everything.
everything that people hate about the new gen.
Bruv, he said, bruv, it's the way. How dare you call Gibbs a little nigga? How dare you?
It's easy for someone like him to talk the way he talks.
That's what my point
because he's
is.
on the
though.
internet. innit?
Yeah, but we need violence.
I'm with you.
Because, bruv, sometimes you need to get stomped out, bro. Him, that white boy, sometimes you need to get
What white boy?
Adam.
Oh, Adam 22.
Plus, I think he's a little bit of a... He's 50-year-old that chills with like 18-year-olds, bro. He's a bit weird in these streets, number one. He's a big man that chills with all these SoundCloud rappers. Two, he acts like his voice holds more weight than it does, but we're going to get into that later with the topic of the show, so I'm not going to get into it too much now. But I feel like people forgot what hip-hop really is about. And I'm not saying it's about violence, but that was a part to play in it. You knew
No,
this
it
was
wasn't.
no, you knew this was a real culture. Like you knew this was real. Like you know, there's certain things you've got to live by, and whatever you say, you've got to stand by it.
Yeah, but we're so far removed from those
That's my
times.
point, though, and it's annoying.
Yeah, we need to.
We need to bring
retire
that back, bro. We need to bring back, yo, you stand on what you say.
Basically, you just want to go back to a time where people getting stomped out.
Yeah,
We need a Suge Knight.
we need sometimes hang
I
someone
don't
by
know
the
what I-
balcony, fam.
Free
I don't know if
Suge Knight.
I don't know if we should go too far.
No,
Free Suge Knight.
free Suge Knight.
Actually, no, he actually committed murder. We can't free him. But what he stood
mean,
for,
hey, man,
I liked what he stood for in a business sense.
Bro, you need
and
to-
like he represented like a time where black artists were getting ripped off, and he was there to kind of make sure that wasn't happening
Who did he
by
hang
any
back-
means necessary. I like that part.
He ripped off Dr. Dre.
Okay, that's
I don't think he did.
He fucked him over in some way.
Did he?
Yes. That's the reason why they left. They were getting fucked over.
I don't think
I
he.
think.
I'm just talking.
No, it wasn't even that. It was more so to do with the culture of the label. There was a lot of gang banging, gangsters, and Dre didn't want to be around it. That's why he left.
Because he was he wasn't really. But my point is, who did Suge Knight whole thing hang off the balcony? Vanilla Ice. We need that kind of violence to come back.
Just because.
Like, you know, who did 50? Remember, I don't know if you know about Pete or Yemi. You know when 50 Cent stomped that Slowbox on the Summertime stage?
Yeah.
Because Slowbox took a picture with 50's kid.
Yeah,
and there was history behind that. But you see the way he got stomped out and the 50 carried on performing?
Yeah.
I need that to come back. Shooting, depending on if you die or not, it needs to come back. It needs to return.
I feel you.
I'll be so, bro. You might think, I promise you, I genuinely need sometimes people to. There's no way academics or Adam or whoever, a 6ix9ine, the way they're trolling as well. Like, imagine a 6ix9ine 20 years ago.
No, he wouldn't have lived.
Bro, imagine him guy in Chicago talking shit, guy in Philly talking shit before he got arrested. I'm talking about going wherever he's going talking shit. You think he's surviving? Taking a piss, like even the way he was talking about Prince, Jay Prince, and he was just mocking it.
Listen, man, I don't know what changed.
Bro, the internet.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's enough.
Hip hop evolved and developed, and
I don't like it.
different type of artists were being developed, and different types of people were also coming into the art form. And
I blame the
changed,
internet, man. I blame the internet.
That was yeah.
Social media
because a lot
probably.
of people,
Social media changed a lot.
Social media changed a lot,
Yeah.
bro. You know, if you troll, you're gonna get.
you could create an image online and didn't
Yeah,
necessarily
bro.
have to be that way in real life.
Whereas back in the day, if you got to live by what you say.
yeah.
Academics is not talking like this 10, 20 years ago. Someone's going to see you.
He wouldn't. Yeah, true.
Someone is going to see you. You're going to interview someone and someone's going to put it on you. Like someone put it on him in the Everyday Struggle. I forgot who it was.
A couple people did.
Yeah.
I think Jeezy said something to him.
Yeah, someone on
I
Everyday
feel like
Struggle was
Nipsey
like,
might have said something.
yeah, Nipsey was like, we need to ignore him. Nipsey said straight, yo, this guy, this guy needs to come off the culture.
He's always been useless to the culture, though. I've never seen.
But
his value,
but then what annoys me is a complex who's complex run by? Do you know yet?
Verizon, which is like a big.
Cool. This is why we're going to
Media
get to it
company.
later as well. You need to look at the people that support people like academics, and if they've got the best,
and 6ix9ine.
But they don't.
And 6ix9ine.
But they don't. They're just about clout.
that's my point. And then we give value to these magazines and people as someone that holds weight in our culture. And when you look at it and who's behind it, which I think we're going to talk about later, we need to look at who we give voices to in hip hop.
It's hard though because academics built his platform from the ground up, so you can't really stop that because he did it himself.
Complex doesn't need to support him.
They don't, but they're
don't need to
looking for
give him a
clout.
whole-
They're looking for attention.
Yeah, that's my point. So they don't
They're
care
looking
about
for
they
relevance.
don't care about the culture. They're not here for the culture. The fact that you hired an academics is enough for me to say you don't care about the culture. Or you hire an Adam 22, or you hire a 6ix9ine, or you do something with 6ix9ine. There's certain things that you do that if you co-sign that,
I never really looked at Complex as servants of the culture.
and neither do I, but I feel like some people, some young ones look at Complex like, yo, that's a hip
I
hop.
don't even think anyone looks at Complex like that anymore.
Not anymore.
Fair enough.
Like, this shit
Okay,
going,
before
there's shit
then,
going
Once
on
upon
there.
a time. I
Once
think.
upon a time,
Yeah.
though,
Yeah.
it just looks crazy to me, bro. This guy is some.
Like Everyday Struggle was just like I haven't watched since Joe Budden left.
Neither have I, but I like
me
Wayno.
neither.
Like I fuck with Wayno as a person.
Yeah.
Like he's a stand-up guy. Whenever I've heard him speak, he speaks good
Oh,
stuff.
Wayno, shout out
Yeah,
Wayno.
I
bro.
like Wayno too.
And I think he found Dave East as well, from what I remember.
Yeah,
So, like,
he's
not-
managed some of my
Yeah,
favorite,
so it's not like he doesn't have an
Philly
eye for
rappers.
talent. Wayno seems like a stand-up man. It's like he's looking mad because you're debating with academics.
Yeah, but he always argues with academics. To be fair,
Yeah.
so he always kind of saves his face.
100. No, I'm not. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just like, don't even give that your time, man. Don't even give that your energy,
It's his job, man.
bro. I hate that guy, man.
It's his job.
Sometimes you need to bring back shooting, just not death. That's my
Wait,
slogan.
wait,
Just a
you
bit of
just-
punishment.
That's my slogan.
So they learn
So
a
what,
lesson,
actually
innit?
catch one in the arm, yeah,
I'm putting it on the shirt.
or on the leg.
I'm putting it on the shirt.
Put that on a shirt.
Bring back shooting, but not death.
You will sell none of that.
I mean,
Actually, you might.
You come on now. You can't tell me people don't want academics to get a little shot in his leg or 6ix9ine to get one in his shoulder.
True.
Just for people to know it's real. You think academics, if Gibbs really runs off on academics, he's still gonna be talking shit?
No, of course not.
Exactly.
But he does. He chats shit because he knows people won't get him. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
that's what's jarring, bro. Like all of these, man. A lot of people are too much on this social media stuff. People need to know, like, yo, you could really get caught. Depending
So
on
you
what
want
you
a
say.
bit more like
I want violence.
hood and streets.
Yeah,
back to
bro.
hip-hop,
And I
yeah.
think that reflects in the music I listen to as well. Fair, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, yeah, clearly.
yeah, but yeah, man, bring back violence a little bit.
Feel you.
Bring back just a little bit.
Listen, man, academic serves a purpose. It might not necessarily be the right reasons for why he's in the game, but he does offer a platform for the new generation of rappers anyway. And even if he is numbers driven, even if he is status driven, even if he does have stupid opinions about the rap game, and especially in relation to people like Freddie Gibbs and rappers as well, like, that's not his audience.
True. Pete, did you see what he said though about Gibbs?
Yeah, I heard about it.
For those that don't know, Freddie Gibbs basically said that he's more relevant than Jeezy. And musically. And Act basically said, no, you're not. And then they got into an argument, and then it has mutated over the last week. And now Gibbs is selling shirts with Academic's head on the hamburger. So it's all mad.
Hey, man, salute to Gibbs. Salute to hip-hop. Just bring back
the realness.
So, yeah, just bring back the realness.
You sound like English Frank. Free the realness.
Bring back a bullet or two.
What happened to English Frank?
He was
Who
racist.
cares?
But you remember what happened? The video when he took the piss out of 2 Nigerians, and then from there he got blacklisted.
No, I didn't.
He was like, he was in a show, he was in a live show, and he was like, look at these black security guards, stop moving black.
Oh, he said that?
Yeah, and he said something like, either said stop moving black or something like Bible Tunde. He said something wild racist. And then Skepta tweeted, fuck English Frank. Jeremy tweeted, fuck English Frank. And from that day, he never made another song.
You know, that's a great segue into this topic, man.
You beat me to it. That's a great segue into the first topic of today. So, what?
That actually was a beautiful segue.
Beautiful segue into the first topic. So, it's such a great segue. I'm kind of taken aback by it. But, yeah, man. So, we want to basically explore the, how do I word this? It's basically, we want to explore the kind of space that white artists can occupy in rap. And if there is essentially a certain way that they have to operate within the culture, and whether it's fair for us to put that obligation on them. So obviously, white people rapping is nothing new. Some would say some of the best rappers of all time are white. And obviously, there has been it's been a bumpy road, from cultural appropriation to straight up racism to, Vanilla Ice getting dangled over a building. So they've been through a lot. Fair to say.
When you put it like that.
They've been through a lot.
It's only right.
See, I didn't want to say all that, but fair enough. So yeah, I guess
they haven't been through. I'm trying to shoot.
So yeah, man. I guess what we want to do is kind of just explore like the responsibilities and of white artists and white rappers in the game, and whether they can fully operate within our culture. This is gonna be a good one.
This is tough, man. Like, it's such a tough, weighty topic, just because like music is art, man. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, obviously we know historically what has happened to black music, from like, the corporate side of things to the actual art form. But essentially a lot of people do just come into it just because of how they feel about the art form and being passionate about it, and maybe growing up on it and feeling like, I could do this, and then developing their own skills, honing it, and somewhat becoming decent artists. So it's hard to like use a brush to kind of paint all white artists alike, because there are some that are genuine, innit? They are genuine. Like Mac Miller, perfect example. He was genuinely a fan of rap music, developed his skills, became decent himself, and always credited his influences. So for someone like that, I guess I would say that's the right way to do it. But then what's the wrong way to do it?
Vanilla Ice.
Go on.
He lied about being from the hood, to try and get street credibility. And the people who were consuming his music were not the people that he was trying to appeal to. They were white people. Okay. And, Ice Ice Baby was like a massive single in the kind of, I suppose you can call it pop rap world, but he basically tried to lie about his credentials. And once people found out, his credibility was shot. So that is definitely not a good way to operate in rap, especially if you're not thorough like that, then why lie about it, sort of thing. The good thing about Mac Miller was he was Jewish, he came from a nice family, he never hid the fact that he was
We knew what he was.
We knew what he was, and people liked him and people loved him for that he was real. But I suppose where Vanilla Ice went wrong is thinking that he needed to appeal, or feeling like he needed to blacken up his life to appeal to black people, which inevitably he didn't end up doing anyway, because I don't know many black people who are listening to that.
Is that blackface him about the blackface?
Yeah, definitely blackface about the blackface.
In a sense, yeah. Yeah, I'd say so. So yeah, there's definitely right and wrong. I think I agree with you. I think white people especially, who come into the game, especially as rappers, have studied the shit, and they are disciples. They are very like dedicated to the culture, and for some, like the only thing missing is the fact that is their skin. You know what I'm saying? And it's, you kind of gotta give those people special dispensation because you know that they're about it and stuff like that. But we now live in a time where we have people like Iggy Azalea, who had her cultural appropriation. We have people like fucking Krayshawn, fucking
Logic,
Lil Debbie.
Logic.
I mean, Logic is
Logic is a white man.
But Logic is kind of in the middle. I mean, yeah, okay, I see what you mean, because he does try to like
he lets
lean
you know
on
every other bar of Logic is I'm half black.
Yeah,
like literally, he will tell you every other bar.
Yeah.
Hey, don't forget, but that's black.
Yeah.
Like it's after.
It can be a bit overbearing.
Yeah, for them, I don't know how it is for a mixed race person, but I guess for someone like Logic, he overcompensates. I feel like in his music.
I think it's because he doesn't look it as well. He looks like a white man.
Yeah, but
So maybe he feels like he has to.
but you don't need to. Not in every other.
Yeah.
Let it be known then. Like we know, cool. Leave it at that.
I think that speaks to something bigger with him.
Insecurity.
Probably, yeah. But his insecurity or whatever that is bleeds into the music to where he has to keep telling you that he's black. And that's just not the way to go about it. I think it's very, very tough for them because they got to jump through so many holes. And, you know, there is a clear distinction between those that really care and then those who are in it just for, you know,
A quick buck.
yeah, exactly. The people that I just mentioned, they might fuck with the culture, but, you know, you can kind of tell with certain people that they're not really about the culture.
I think it's the
Do you know what's mad though, bro? And like, to a degree, it is unfair, but bro, a lot of our artists have had to do the exact same shit historically, man. Like, he's not a rapper, but Nat King Cole, for example, when he would perform on TV, this guy would have to like put makeup on so he looked lighter. So if that's not jumping through a hoop just to get your music heard, I don't know what the fuck is.
I don't think
so
you do.
asking like a white rapper to come into the game and respect the origins of our music,
It's the basics.
pay your dues, and don't overstep your mark, I don't think is that crazy. We're
think
not telling him to put makeup on and make himself look any
be honest-
different than he already does.
I think that's the least you can do. I don't think that's even the arcs. I think that's a given. If you come into the culture and you don't know what you're coming into and you're not respecting what came before you and you're not knowing that you're a guest.
At the same time, though, a lot of black people be co-signing these white rappers. T.I. co-signed Iggy.
Because a lot of black people are after the money as well.
Yeah, but I think he co-signed her before the cultural appropriation thing. So
True.
the co-sign isn't the issue. It's what comes after that. I think once she received that, she then felt like she could do anything she wanted. And that's where it became offensive and
But I feel like
disrespectful.
a lot of them do that once they get comfortable.
Like who?
I feel like Iggy done it once she got comfortable. I feel like...
I don't think so, because she always, the main thing with Iggy was her voice, innit? She sounded like a black girl from Georgia.
She's from Australia, right?
Yeah, she's from Australia, and she always sounded that way with before and after the cosign. So I think with her, it was bound to happen anyway.
Where'd you even get your voice?
But exactly. But I feel, but she said that she's spent a lot of time in Atlanta, and she just developed the rapping style that way because that's the people she was around.
Stop it.
Listen, I can't say to someone that your experiences aren't true. So she might have had that experience, but it doesn't look good because
It's not true.
I'm not going to say all that. We don't know if it's not true. We don't know if it's not true. But I also think nowadays, especially from like Iggy Azalea's time to now, we live in an era where, you know, anyone can just come through and it's okay. You don't have to be. And we mentioned it in the what was the episode? Episode 29, where we were talking about, we got into that argument about Lil Xan and all that stuff. Like, people just come into the era. They don't have to pay homage. They don't have to pay respect.
And that's where we fucked up.
Who's we?
If we had gatekeepers, I'll say the gatekeepers, but we don't, unfortunately. I feel like if you're not black and you're coming into hip hop, you've got to respect what you're coming into. I don't think there's even a question about that. If you come into hip hop and you're talking a certain way about people that came before you, and you're like, this a perfect example of why I'm very skeptical about when white people come into our culture, and I've always been like that. 9 times out of 10, I don't listen to them.
Is that because of historically what has happened?
Yeah, and I feel like
black
once they
artists?
get comfortable, you even just forget it, even the way they talk. Like take a Post Malone for example. Post Malone came and win White Iverson, then he made a few other songs, and then as soon as he got big, Post Malone was asked, "Oh, so who do you listen to?" And he goes, "Oh, when I want to feel something, I don't listen to no black artists." Essentially, he just named everyone that he listens to. But
Did he say that verbatim?
Yeah, he started naming like 10 different rock stars, and it's like,
Well, that speaks to an issue of some artists, white or otherwise, using rap as a launching pad for their career. Because I don't listen to Post Malone and I never will, but I don't look at him. I never heard a rap song. Even White Iverson wasn't rap; it was singing. And since then, he's only done that kind of vibe. So people,
I looked at White Iverson as not hip hop, but
I mean, it had a hip hoppy
He
beat,
had a hip hoppy.
but
It was something.
just because it's a hip hoppy beat, don't make it hip hop, man.
No, I'm not saying it was hip hop, but it was definitely influenced from hip hop and from our culture.
But then, even if it was, he got rid of that real quick.
But it was enough to get him on.
Yeah, 100%. But again, it speaks to the time that we're in. Anyone can get on now. All you need is a fire beat and maybe like a hook that is addictive, and you're pretty much set.
Yeah, fair enough. Me personally, I'm very skeptical when it comes to
But I think
black people.
I think the white people that respect rap outweigh the ones that that kind of use
What
it.
do you count as reflecting?
So I look at someone like Eminem. He clearly respects the culture. Mac Miller clearly respects the culture.
Eminem's got history using the word nigger.
Cool.
Do we overlook that?
No, we don't overlook that. But that doesn't negate.
That's an important conversation.
Yeah, that's my point though.
But I
So
don't know
like,
if-
just 'cause whatever you've done after that, you still said nigger in a derogatory manner, if I remember correctly.
But that speaks to how we view racism, though. Can somebody that was once racist, I'm not saying Eminem was racist, but can someone that was once racist or use a racist slur, can they maybe years later not be seen as that? If they maybe
does it make them money?
park that. Just on a
Can you though?
on a moral level, though. If you met someone today that was racist, right?
Yeah.
And then like maybe like 5 years later you encountered them and they're a completely different person.
Do they
would you-
benefit of not being racist anymore?
I can't answer that.
Do you get what I'm saying though?
Yeah.
If they benefit from not being racist anymore, I'm always gonna side at it. Like, is it you now or is
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
It works for Eminem not to be racist. It works for Eminem not to like.
I don't
Yo,
think
I'm
that's-
sorry for saying nigger.
I don't
It
think
works
that's-
for him.
That makes sense.
I don't think that's fair on Eminem, man. Like you got to remember, like this guy's from Detroit. All he knew was being around black people. Proof is who put him on. Like he clearly, Redman's his favorite rapper.
That's
Clearly,
not an excuse, bro.
Huh?
That's not an excuse.
What do you mean there's no excuse for saying nigger?
Yeah.
I don't even know what the context was, but I'm pretty sure it was something like he was angered. I think it was he was his ex.
an ex-
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
It
was
his
pissed off and he
ex-girlfriend.
said it. Yeah, he was pissed off at, and then I think it was the.
I don't
source.
know if he called her a nigga. I think he called her a black bitch or something.
No, he definitely said nigger because I remember the leaked audio. I think, unless I'm completely wrong,
Okay.
but I remember Benzino leaked him saying nigger.
Okay.
If he said black bitch, cool.
Yeah. No, that's not cool.
No, I'm not saying cool. I'm just saying even
No,
if he
it's
said
not.
that cool, like it's not any better.
Yeah, yeah.
Like even if he said black bitch, cool, then it's mad.
Yeah.
I feel you, but I don't know if that one incident negates everything that he's done in hip hop since. I don't think that negates the fact that he's clearly influenced by the culture.
That incident should have prevented him doing what he done. That's my point.
Different time though.
I get it, but that's my point. I'm just saying that incident should have been. Do you get what I'm saying? A stop, like
Yeah.
it should have been so easy for him.
I guess by that point,
But
like,
when he did say it, he wasn't Eminem though. He was still. I think it was around when he released Infinite. He wasn't with Dr. Dre. Nobody was on him. So if he was Marshall Mathers LP Eminem and he did that, it would have been a different.
I don't think it's a
backlash.
difference, bro.
No, I'm not saying it's
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
but the backlash would have come tenfold because it happened way before. I think a lot of people didn't bother paying attention to it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And because of where he was at when he did become big, he probably was in a completely different space. So there was no reason to pay attention to it. Someone like us, we're always gonna like use that to help mold the overarching view, but that's essentially why, like, you know, nobody really penalized him for that because it was so long.
And that's the problem I've got, though. That's my problem.
Yeah,
He said it, and it was cool. Then what?
nothing happened.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Why was he still? Whether we like it or why is he still allowed in the culture? That should have been. Whether he said black bitch or he said nigga, that should have been like cool.
I think it's because he
English
apologized.
Frank, for example, same thing.
Yeah, I think he obviously apologized, and I think I can only assume that people thought that it was sincere. He obviously thought it was they obviously chalked it as a lapse in judgment, and they look at him and they think that's not a racist. That's someone who.
Just to put in context,
you know
for you, a Macklemore, people laughed at Macklemore because he was overcompensating, right? People used to laugh at Macklemore because he was overcompensating when he was like, I think it was like Kendrick should have won the Grammy, but the way he used to move.
But bro, even that's a bit like,
No,
I don't want that.
No, but this is my point though. So I'm like, so we're not happy with the overcompensator, but we're letting this guy slide when he said something mad. Do you get what I'm saying?
I think there's a.
You can't cancel for someone for overcompensating and let this guy
If
slide.
I'm gonna
you need
be-
the same energy for both.
If I'm going to be, yes, but if I'm going to be brutally honest, I think it might have something to do with the fact that Eminem is nice.
That's
on the mic.
That's what it comes down to.
I think that's it. I think it's because he's nice on the mic. And Macklemore, it was a time where he was very squeaky clean. He was doing Same Love. He was doing all that stuff, all that quirky stuff that like hip hop hasn't really seen. And obviously, Good Kid came out, and people attached so much to that. So when it didn't win anything, they hated on it.
Yeah, it was
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I think it definitely has a lot to do with other extenuating circumstances. But I feel you. It probably has to do with the fact that he was nice. And I also still think that people felt that he was genuine about the culture.
Apology. Oh, okay.
He's genuine about the apology, and he really loved the culture, and he was, about it. There's no one correct way of, other than like paying homage and paying respect for like white artists to really operate in hip hop. Really,
I don't know what it is. I'm always skeptical of.
Of course we know what it is.
But like, I feel you. But
I know exactly what it is, bro. Like, historically, white artists have come into black music, black genres of music, and ripped off a lot of black artists. So
100%.
There's no way we're not going to be skeptical about certain people. I think as the times have gone on, I think black audiences have become a lot more lenient, but that's the underlying,
No, 100%.
that's what it is. That's the thing. That's why we're so skeptical about
And we
white
let them
artists
in
coming
too
into our art
easily.
form.
And we let them in too easily.
See, with that, I feel you, but it's tough. It's tough, and it comes back to what I said as we started this topic, innit? Like, is it fair for us to someone like a Macklemore? If we did become so strict, someone like a Macklemore wouldn't have even been allowed to grow as an artist. And,
Okay. I'm not even being fucky. No, not even fucky. Like, okay.
But what I'm trying,
So you're trying
I
to
feel
say-
you.
Yeah.
Okay, then what?
So
There's
it-
no Macklemore.
No, Mac Miller.
Okay.
No Bronson.
This is not even me being cool. Oh, remove him.
This is it. You just don't like white.
No,
rap.
'cause if he said no Eminem, I'll be like, but then Eminem's racist, so he can fuck off. Or he's had a racial incident. I'm not going to erase that.
It's not the fact that their impact is gone. It's the fact that you close that door. And we shouldn't close.
I'm not saying
I'm
close
very
it.
wary of us closing the door to white artists.
I'm not saying close the door. I'm just saying close it a little bit more.
Yeah, but who's there to judge?
That's my point. We need people to be like,
It's difficult, bro.
You can't, though.
It's one of Stevie Wonder's best albums, yeah. He had like two white musicians that were very instrumental in his sound. When he started using, I think, the Moog, which is a synthesizing programming kit, when he started using that, the people, the two artists, and I can't remember their names, it's escaping me right now, but the two artists that he was working with to help him program those things were very crucial. And I think it might have been around the album, it might have been around Inner Vision's time, which was like during what is known as his classic period. But what I'm saying is that like white artists can serve a purpose though. So I feel what Yemi's saying where like it's kind of like it's a bit unfair to shut the door entirely on them. You feel me? I get what you're saying where we do have to be strict about who we allow into the art form. But it's tough, innit?
But what's the criteria for being, other than being black, what's the criteria for being a rapper? Or being in the platform, being let in? That's another thing we got to
that's
consider.
another thing. I'm not, by the
Because
way.
really, it's just only the fact that we're black, that you're black.
That's okay. That's enough.
That's enough to you. But we might be dismissing people who are nice.
And talented, and can add to the culture.
Besides Eminem, give me another one. That was nice. I'm not talking about average.
Action Bronson is nice.
Okay.
The impact isn't there as much, but he's a nice MC.
Okay, enough one.
The Beastie Boys, their impact is there. It's there to see. Innit?
Okay, yeah. I'm not disagreeing with you.
Mac Miller,
Yeah, Mac Miller was nice. I'll give you that.
cool.
Mac Miller was nice.
And then if you go underground, LP,
I'm not, by the way, I'm not saying like, yo, I don't want,
yeah.
I'm not saying I don't want him in hip hop. I'm just saying, whether they believe it or not, because I feel like white people don't believe it. They've got an easier ride in hip hop than we do.
They 100% do.
And it's jarring. Even look at UK, for example. Look at Tim Westwood and Charlie Sloth. They're both put on an image. That's neither one of them. Tim Westwood has put on a complete blackface without a blackface. The way he talks, the way he acts, the way he walks, the clothes he wears. And he's walked away scot-free. Tim Westwood has serially been doing madnesses behind the scenes. Been getting away with it. I've seen Tim Westwood outside my colleges when I was growing up, bruv. He's got... And you can't...
Nasty.
And you can't tell me this is not because he's... If Tim Westwood was black, Tim Westwood's not in the business anymore.
No, I think maybe his impact wouldn't have been as much. But I also think with Westwood and Sloth, it's the white approval, man.
That's literally all it is.
The white approval, especially in that world, means more.
And it's annoying because it...
Yeah, but it opens up so many more doors. You know what I mean? Because white people run the world.
Yeah, right.
So
Tim
once you
Westwood
get...
has put on a lot of people, but it's just that that's not you. You come from a privileged background with... I think he's not even from London. He's from some next area.
He's from like Birmingham or something.
Yeah, like some next ends where all you're around is white people. And it's like... It's even his voice is American. That's how wild he's taken. We're talking about Edgy Azalea putting an Atlanta accent when she's rapping. At least she speaks Australian, or like Australian accent. This guy fully talks like he's an American.
True.
Charlie Sloth is nowhere from the way he talks.
Yeah, man.
And all these men are just bust case calmly.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it might be a different debate when it comes to like people who are kind of on that platform to where they let other people on their platform. If we're going to talk about someone like an H, for instance, it's a lot easier for him.
Yeah, bro.
But
H got a million
he can
followers.
also rap.
H got a million followers quicker than I think half of the UK rappers.
But he can also rap. He don't rap about much, but he can rap.
He's average. An average white rapper goes further than a nice black rapper.
Is that why you are?
That's my main issue.
Yeah.
A below average, because H is below average. A below average white rapper.
But bro, what makes you think that would change without white people?
Because I want to hear their voice.
Yeah, but at the same time, even if a nice black rapper is still nice,
no,
they still might not get the opportunities.
I'm not talking about the opportunities though. I'm just upset that they've got the opportunities over these man. It's not, my anger isn't that these men are not put on. My anger is these men are put on before these nice guys.
You're just angry at the idea of white rappers, basically.
No, because I listen to Eminem.
No, I'm saying like you don't like the idea of white rappers because of what it means and how it impedes on black rappers.
An average white rapper will easily be elevated than Iggy Azalea. Look at Iggy Azalea in Rhapsody.
Pause. Hold that point. I need you to remember what you just said.
No, talk about it now.
No. Finish that. But that's important what you just said.
No, you can talk about it. You sure?
Yeah, please.
No, I'm just saying, like, look at Iggy Azalea, for example, compared to a Rhapsody. Iggy Azalea was dead.
And there were loads of black Iggy Azalea.
Yeah, bruv. Like, and it's annoying because it's like...
Trina's right there.
Bro, like, H is below average. H is... And there's enough... And look, this is a perfect example. Pete, I don't know if you know this. Remember that white youth, that freestyle went viral? Because he spoke in the dialect. I think it was...
The one who spoke in Times New Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was some white UK rapper. And then he started rapping in... Not Nigerian, obviously, but one of the dialects. And it...
Oh, him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he spoke in one of the dialects and it blew.
Yeah, and ZZ Mills.
Yeah.
He was
Why
on
did that
ZZ
blow?
Mills. Because he was white.
That's my point.
But it was a white boy speaking Yoruba.
Cool.
Cool. But that's niche though.
Yeah, I get it. But he wasn't nice, but people made it out like it was the best freestyle since Mobb Deep. No, generally, people were fascinated with this guy freestyling because he'd done, 10 seconds in Nigerian dialect. Like, come on, bro. Like,
I understand.
Bruv, it's
I understand
frustrating, bro.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I understand. Yeah, I get it.
But yeah,
Yeah. What did you said something?
I said that he doesn't necessarily agree with the idea of white rappers because it impedes on the opportunities given to black rappers.
Yeah, that's the Eminem conversation is to do with that too. And that's why I find it very dangerous to call someone like Eminem the greatest rapper of all time. And it comes back to what you just said about what it represents. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's not to take away from M's skill set, but the idea that, there weren't great rappers before M, there weren't rappers that have been better than M since M. He's the one that's come in and been the greatest. It's this image of, the white great hope that has come in and saved the genre, has brought in, sold all these millions of records, brought in different audiences. He's the best rapper that's ever done it. That's a dangerous. That's quite dangerous, and I think that's why a lot of people oppose him being the greatest of all time. And it doesn't take away from his skill set, but it's a deep conversation. Bro.
Yeah, in that respect, I suppose to some people it can be a bit disingenuous to suggest that he's the greatest of all. Like he's the one greatest. He's definitely one of the greatest because that's just what he is, just for the whole package. But sometimes you just got to call a spade sometimes. He is one of the greatest. I'm not saying he's the greatest, but he's.
And I agree with
one of the
you. He
greatest.
is.
He's one of the
You
greatest.
can't take it away from him.
You can't take it away from him. So that's why with him, it's a little bit more. It's a little bit different with him and white rappers who've had historical impact on the game. There's not that many. It's probably like Beastie Boys. I suppose if you want to do the Vanilla Ice for that one week, he was famous.
Say Drake.
So Drake, fine, Drake as well. So those types of guys, they actually did bits for hip hop, whereas this like other rappers, the new generation, not necessarily. Especially when there are black people who are doing the same shit as them that are better, and there are rappers who are more lyrical, for instance, or more artistic and aren't getting the same opportunities. At the same time, though, you could say the same about black rappers who do trap next to rappers who are lyrical. The black trappers are going to get more shine than the black lyricists.
That's an interesting combo as well.
That's a point.
So it does depend, and it's a very difficult subject. But when it comes to white rappers, it's just a thing of like, yeah, you have to be respectful. You can't like come in thinking that you know everything. You can't come in arrogant.
You can't come in.
I mean, for some people, yeah. Even just having this conversation now, like there's just been so many factors that I didn't even consider that have just been mentioned. So it's like, with all these factors, like it's kind of impossible for white
Bro,
rappers.
it's mad, man, because it falls into like every facet of humanity, bro. Like religion, politics, like rap is in that too, in the sense of how we view white people that operate within those fields. Do you know what I'm saying? Like with religion specifically, you know, historically, like people in the Bible, people have tried to push them as being white when we know that they're not. It comes back to that.
Are you saying Jesus wasn't white?
Where it comes down to things like that. The rap, like the more we push these, somehow some people might feel the more we push these white rappers, the more the face of rap changes and it becomes something that it never was.
Yeah.
So it's a very deep conversation.
You're right, because people try to make Eminem the face of rap. Just on social media.
Precisely.
Unfortunately.
Has that happened since though? Because
Eminem could
other than Eminem, there is no
when
white
he came
face
out
of
with
rap.
when he came out with Rap God, it came back. There was a resurgence of people trying to
went
say,
crazy,
"Yo,
bro.
he's the greatest ever."
Yo,
He wasn't
like,
saying a lot on that. So.
Fuck out my
I've
face.
heard
bro.
He was not saying a lot on that. So.
I've heard Eminem the greatest by this is gonna sound crazy, but every single non-black person I've spoke to about hip hop, and I'm saying every single one, has told me Eminem's the greatest rapper of all time.
Yeah,
But hasn't he paid his dues?
and that's why this topic is
But
unfair.
you can't, there's a reason why to them, he's the greatest rapper of all time.
Because he's white.
Yeah.
I think that's got a massive.
That's
part to
literally
do
what
with
it
it,
is.
bro.
Think about everyone that
What, white fans or just general rap fans?
White friends.
in general, Asians as well. When I speak to an Asian at work,
Then that's
you say-
that's problematic.
Amir, for example,
That's
Amir
very
thinks
problematic.
Eminem's the greatest rapper of all time.
Who?
Amir, you remember Amir?
Oh, yeah,
a couple
yeah.
years ago.
But it's
That's problematic.
It's unfair to use M because like he's not this wider topic. He's not. He doesn't fit into that because he has paid his dues.
Yeah.
Regardless of actually, it's not even regardless. I know. I'm acknowledging he
But I get what you're
used the
saying, I get
racial
what
stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? But M's like one of those white rappers that has got integrity. He has paid his dues. So he's not even the ones that he's not in that category that we talk about or we should be talking about in this as far as this topic. But yeah, I feel what Mo is saying though.
I feel it too, but yeah, I just think, like I said about the few white rappers who have been able to properly impact the culture, like I don't know if we're gonna remember many of these white rappers that, especially that are coming out now in the future for people that have, have changed the culture. The problem is the space that they occupy that they're taking away from black artists essentially. But at the same time, like I said, I'm wary of closing that door completely because we don't know what they have. Like we don't know what the next white.
What they can contribute.
We don't know. We don't know, man. We don't know. And
I found out recently that Yellow Wolf it's got some racist tendencies as well.
Shock horror.
Because Royce dissed them. It was to do with that. but Royce never put it out there. But I think Vlad he spoke to him off, like, recording, and he alluded to that.
What, they done something racist?
Yeah.
Yellow Wolf.
Yeah.
Who's Yellow Wolf signed to?
Shady.
Cool.
I don't think he signed to him anymore.
But he was.
Yeah.
What does that got to do with anything?
But I think that might have been part of the reason why M let him go.
Oh, okay, cool.
So, yeah.
What does that have to do with anything?
Just saying, innit?
Royce is Eminem's guy. What does that mean?
I'm saying Yellow Wolf was signed to.
Listen, if Yellow Wolf is, I mean,
I could
Yellow Wolf is nice,
I could look at Eminem, I could look at Yellow Wolf and not be shocked.
I'll
Put it
feel
that
you.
way. When I look at Yellow
Yeah.
Wolf, and you tell me Yellow Wolf's racist, I'm not gonna be like,
He
you're
looks
lying.
like he's got a Confederate flag
Yeah, bro. He looks
in
like
his backyard,
Yeah,
innit?
he looks like he would have pressed his cousin if he did it.
mad
before
thing is
rapper.
though, I think I watched a video with Justin Hunt where he was talking about Yellow Wolf, and Yellow Wolf kind of renounced the Confederate flag. So it's kind of up in the air, isn't it?
He would do though, innit?
How do you feel
not gonna give
about
him.
those white rappers that come into the game, profit off our music, and then denounce it?
They're the reason why I feel how I feel.
Because you guys mentioned H earlier, and that just sprang to mind.
They're the reason why I feel how I
He's
feel.
like, he came up doing grime, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he said no one listened to grime.
He said no one. He said no one his age cares about grime.
That's wild.
Even though he came up doing grime.
But I see what he was saying though.
What do you see, bro?
I see.
Tell us what you see.
I see the fact that drill is the sound that everyone likes now. That is the sound. I see that Afro swing is still quite a juggernaut in the UK. Grime isn't the prime genre anymore, bro. It hasn't been for time. So
I don't
that's
want
what
but I don't want to hear that from him though. Considering that's how you came into the game, nah.
Yeah, okay.
Keep your mouth
in
shut.
In light of that, it's a bit mad.
Yeah, nah.
But I also think he was speaking truth.
Miley Cyrus done the same thing when she was
can fuck
twerking left, right, and
She
center.
can fuck off.
And then she started denouncing it. She was working with like these hip hop producers, Mike Will,
Yeah,
Made
but
It,
they
and
all
all
done that
them.
though.
And then she
I can
came.
name there's a boatload of
They
artists.
should have never let that happen.
Bro,
Didn't she
you know
start
what I'm saying?
twerking on a banana, fam?
What?
Miley Cyrus.
Bro, I don't know about that.
With a little chicken ass, bro. But like, there's better artists that do that. Miley Cyrus came up, profited of the culture. Christina Aguilera made Dirty with, I think it was Meth when she came, or Redman when she came in. There's bear that just come do hip hop for like 5 minutes. Pink started with as a whatever you want to call it, and then disappeared. I started making Family Portrait. A lot of them come here, make money, and disappear, and they're the reason why we feel a certain way. Like a lot of artists come do hip hop for like 5 minutes, and then especially when it's during. If you look at it, it's also they're being rebellious, which is annoying as well. Miley Cyrus was when she was going through her little phase, it was her being.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm done with Disney.
I remember that.
Christina Aguilera, I'm done with Disney.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's always just they're trying to be edgy and look, I'm on the other side or whatever. And it's like, yo, they're using like Michael maybe should have said, yo, fuck off. What are you doing
that's
here?
all good in hindsight.
Yeah.
That's all good in hindsight. But if you're Mike Will and Miley Cyrus comes to you, even if you know her as Hannah Montana and she wanted to do something different, you don't know her real intentions. Like, and to be honest, he probably saw the money signs as well.
That's all he saw,
popping in his head. So, as much as them coming into the culture and using it is a problem, we allow it, bro.
That's not a problem though as well.
Mike Will allowed it.
That's a great segue into the next topic too.
Is it?
Yeah. Do
right.
we need gatekeepers?
Oh shit! All right. Oh yeah, true. You're right.
Yeah.
Do we need gatekeepers? Well, I mean,
In the UK and in the US.
well, what is a gatekeeper, Pete?
I was going to ask you that question, but for me, it's just someone that I guess it's about quality control, innit? And I think with gatekeeping, without giving a specific definition, when I imagine it, it's just shielding the integrity of whatever culture you're in and being mindful of who is allowed in. That's how I see gatekeeping.
I mean, for me, I feel you, but for me, when I was thinking about this, I think the most basic definition of it was the people who allow certain people, or the people who allow people to thrive, essentially. The people who give people the cosigns that they need to thrive, people that, provide the infrastructural support for people to thrive. That's from like radio to labels to, streaming to all of that as well. So like in the most basic definition, that's what I thought of it. Like the people who essentially are the tastemakers of the scene rather than the gatekeepers in a sense.
I think I should be a gatekeeper.
Nope.
Class why?
All you would have is Bloods and Crips and gangster rap.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
I mean, I feel you, but no.
No, I'm joking. I don't think we've got any. In the UK, we definitely don't have any gatekeepers.
I mean,
I don't think we've
it
got.
does depend on what you want the gatekeeper to do. If you want it to be on a quality control tip, I think you're going to be sort of disappointed.
I don't think that's possible, though. I don't think that's possible, though.
It's not possible, and that's just not. Especially if you're on the business side of things, that's just not smart. Really and truly, like, that's not a smart thing to do. Like,
So you know what
if you've got if H is coming through to you and he's just made taste make it shake, and it's going to do bits. Are you then going to say, "Nah, get the fuck away from me"?
But gatekeepers ain't even only about just controlling whether white artists come in. It's about trash musicians.
But I only said H because that song isn't that great, but it did bits. You know what I'm saying? So it could have been anybody. But yeah, man, I think from the business side of things, the gatekeepers are the people that like put people in positions to be able to thrive. So someone like, and I made a list.
Is it realistic to have a gatekeeper in today's world?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
It will never happen.
It's not.
Because it's all subjective. It's all subjective. What is good music to you might not be good music to me, might not be good music to you. Definitely won't be good music
Because
to
let
you.
me be a gatekeeper and
There will be no music.
no one but Griselda and Rock Marciano are making
I
music.
do not ever want to live in that world.
There will be no more music.
I don't ever want to live in
There'll
that
be
world.
no more music past.
I don't ever want to live in
I
that
wonder
world.
how it would be if all three of us were gatekeepers.
It'll be sick. It'll be a
It'll
balance. It'll be a
hilarious.
balance, bro.
It'll definitely be a balance.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would,
If
man.
all- at
Soul
the same
samples,
time-
gangster rap, and everything else.
Yeah, at the same
Yeah,
time.
that's the balance.
That's the balance.
No, fuck off. Bro.
That is the
I
balance.
need more from you, man.
No. You know what you're going to get from me.
I'm not letting no trap artist through.
Not one. I'm
Nah.
trying to figure out.
I'll let Yemi do that. I'm not doing that. They can go to Yemi's side.
So wait,
Don't come to my
so wait,
side.
in this world.
Yeah, my
where
weirdo
we're
people
all
are going to Yemi, fam. Any weirdo person come to me. Anyone wearing a mask like his Transformers, they get down to
oh my
Yemi.
God. So like, we're the United Nations of gatekeepers, right? So
Yeah.
you've got your plot of land. You've got your plot of land. I've got my plot of land.
Yeah.
Clearly, my plot of land is going to be heavy populated with a
You're
lot of
damn right,
variety.
fam. You're going to be China.
That's on you, bro.
That's on me.
You're going to be
That's on you.
China in these streets.
It's going to be China. Yuck. Yuck.
You're going to be China, bro.
China.
Let someone come to me with a Transformers mask. See, I'll kick you out of the house, bro.
China.
Oh my God.
What? Let someone come to me, fam.
So Peter obviously runs the nation of Soulquaria. You run
We're hood
the
over
nation
here.
of.
We're hood over here.
I was going to say Bick and Back.
Bick
but
and Back, you're damn
You
right.
run the nation of Bick and Back, and I'm everything. I'm Pangea.
Yeah, that's what I like to. You're Pangea.
That's
I'm
funny,
Pangea.
man.
I feel you. But nah, man, I don't want to live in that world, man. I don't want to live in either of your worlds. For as much quote unquote shit that you think there is out there, there's going to be a lot of stuff that you will enjoy. You just got to find it if you're willing to. So, in the UK anyway, like, while not necessarily gatekeepers, there are people who have positions of authority that are able to comment on the culture in a way that we deem with conviction, basically. So people like Austin Darbo, you know, he created Who We Be, the playlist for Spotify. They did not club nights. They did like events at Alexandra Palace. Now they did Cardi B's first UK performance. They've had people like Dizzy, Stefflon, Giggs perform as well. He then went to Apple and he basically spearheaded their Agenda playlist, which is essentially the Apple equivalent of Who We Be. He's now, I think he's like senior vice president or a vice president at Atlantic Records. So he is someone who, he started off at BBC and then he went from BBC to Spotify to Apple, now to Atlantic. So he's someone who, when he talks, the scene listens, especially when he's giving advice to musicians, young artists, about how to get their publishing right, about how to start out and stuff like that. So for me, he would probably be like one of the prime gatekeepers in the sense of just breading knowledge and breading ways to conduct yourself. And then you have people like the Boateng twins, Alec and Alex Boateng. So I think it was Alex Boateng. He's like behind Stormzy's team.
Yeah.
So he's like high up in that. And he's an authority as well. Same with Alec. They're kind of on the same wave as Austin Darbo. And then when you go further down away from like the label world, even though you might not necessarily agree with it, but someone like a Charlie Sloth might be seen as a gatekeeper.
Nope.
I was thinking that too.
He might be seen as a gatekeeper because he's got Fire in the Booth, and Fire in the Booth is a platform for a lot of rappers.
Can I ask you a question?
Can I get my point?
Yeah, I've got
For a lot of rappers, old and new, to shine.
Okay.
That's like, I mean, he allows that. He gives them the platform.
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Can the devil hold the gates of heaven? Yes or no? It's just a
That's,
yes
the,
or no.
that's the title of this
It's just
episode.
it's a yes or no question.
No.
Okay, why not?
But
Yo, I love that question.
Because it's the heaven, right? And the devil can't get there. Therefore, a guy who is a guest. How is a guest going to hold the door for people in the house? You're not seeing your yard.
But the devil was once in heaven, though.
Okay, cool. Let me ask you another question.
angel,
Okay, I've
innit?
got another question for you.
If you want to go there.
Okay, I've got another question for you. You're having a house party. Can your guests let people in?
I mean, you lot did.
No, we're not guests though. We're your boys. That's why I guess someone that is just at the party from a friend of a friend.
I think that's a bad example.
No, a friend of a friend. A friend of a friend. Can a friend of a friend let
I
people
would
in
feel
the yard?
away. I would feel away.
Why?
Okay.
Because this ain't your
'Cause
yard.
it's my yard, yeah.
There we go. This ain't your yard. You can't be letting people up in this crib. Charlie Sloth has what?
But guess what?
How is Charlie Sloth letting people in my yard?
But guess what? He has.
No, but he has though, bro. Like
Yeah,
people,
unfortunately.
people with no notoriety will go and do fire in a booth and
man.
do numbers.
I'm not saying he
But
ain't.
you also got to think about the people who were kind of bubbling and then went on fire in the booth and blew.
I'm
well,
not
not
saying-
necessarily blew, but Bugsy Malone comes to mind.
He blew off that.
You know what I'm saying? So people like, I don't know. Bugsy Malone's the only one that comes to mind.
Even when
But
Chip and Bugsy were going at it, or when Chip and Tiny had tension, them man were going to Charlie.
they're giving us
Sloth.
moments. It's giving us
You
moments.
just profited off two black people beefing.
No, but yes, I'm not disputing that.
Cynical Mo was
but I feel
hilarious.
like
What'd you say?
but more eyes were on it because they went to Charlie Sloth.
could've
Charlie
went-
Sloth's platform is big, whether we like it or not.
I'm not disagreeing with you lot. I'm not saying he's not a gatekeeper. I'm not saying he's not.
But he shouldn't be.
I'm saying he shouldn't be.
I think
Whether you like him or
beyond-
not, though, like he adds to the scene, bro.
Unfortunately.
I don't think he adds anything anymore since he left BBC. But at the same time, maybe the word gatekeeper when it comes to Charlie Sloth is a bit heavy because while he does give people a platform to, gain more notoriety, gain more attention, that's pretty much what he does. So I don't know if gatekeeper's the right word for him, but he's definitely someone that the culture looks up to anyway. And then if you want to take it back to black, you got people like Jamal Edwards. You got people at SVTV. You got Posty, GRM Daily. You got Rashid, Link Up TV. Those are definitely gatekeepers
100%.
from a more local level.
100%.
Yeah.
Jamal has been doing it for well over a decade.
That changed the whole game.
That changed the whole game.
100%.
And then that allowed for GRM and Link Up to come in as well. And now Link Up is like prime, and GRM are like prime time for like the biggest videos that are going out right now. And Mixtape Madness as well.
Oh, shit, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So those are definitely platforms that can dictate who the next stars are going to be.
So seeing as you added Charlie Sloth,
Oh boy.
you added Tim Westwood.
I mean, he had his freestyle series as well.
And he helped with a lot of artists, I guess, trying to crack America too, because he was over there and he was introducing. I think that's how Cypher Sounds might have become familiar with SAS, someone like an SAS.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And that's helpful. Whether we like them as people, we don't know. We know about the extracurricular activities, but put that to the side.
I can't.
They've helped the scene.
He bridged a lot of gaps. He's given us classic moments as well. Skepta's freestyle, Chip's freestyle,
Best freestyle ever.
Wiley's freestyle, a few of them anyway.
Ice Kid.
Ice Kid, like he's given us moments. I guess my question is giving us moments akin to being a gatekeeper?
No, you just gave
Does
us
that entitle you to gatekeeper status?
Nah,
I
you need longevity with that, man.
I mean, Westwood's been doing it for a fucking long time.
But is he still doing it?
I don't know what he gets up to, man.
No one's, he's.
I mean, I know what he gets up to, but I don't know what he gets up to.
I don't think people like.
No one looks at Tim Westwood the way.
Yeah,
did
we
a
don't
decade.
like look at him and be like,
No,
oh,
no,
okay,
no,
yeah.
A
not
decade
as
ago,
much
we used to
anymore.
run to Westwood TV
Yeah,
on YouTube.
yeah.
But I don't think you could be a gatekeeper and not be black. That's just my opinion.
I feel you.
You can, unfortunately, I'm not saying you can't. In my world, if you're a guest in the house, you can't be letting people in.
Your world sounds like utopia, bro.
Hey, man, what can I say, guys? Take it whichever way you want to take it.
Is Wiley a gatekeeper?
Yeah,
was.
yeah.
He
For
was.
He was.
someone like Wiley,
He
yeah.
was. I think Wiley unfortunately let himself down recently, man.
How so?
Just his Twitter antics. I feel like sometimes you can let yourself down, and just the way he went at the Stormzy thing, the way he went out. It was a female rapper. He went out. I forgot who it was.
Oh, Nole.
Yeah, the way he's going back and forth with Nole.
She smoked him.
She ripped these boots. But you get what I'm saying? I feel like he still is, but Wiley should be held in a much higher regard. And it's Wiley's fault why he isn't.
I hear you, but I think with the reason why I mentioned Wiley is because obviously he's had a hand in so many different artists, whether that's allowing them to come with him to studio, to feature on their songs, to producing some tracks. Like he's birthed a lot. The scene is his child. You know what I'm saying? So without him, we don't have the scene in a sense. So in that respect, he kind of is. has the status lessened over the years? Well, he's not as active in bringing about new talents as much as he was before. But he's definitely a gatekeeper in a sense. But no matter how erratic he is, I'd still give that to him.
I think the prominent rappers that become elder statesmen somewhat become gatekeepers just because of how many ears they have and the fact that people will listen to them. So if they come out and be like, yo, this new kid, yeah, watch out for him. Because I think that was the case with, I feel like Wiley was the one that brought Chip and Ice Kid to Westwood when their man did the freestyle. I think so. I think so. I might need to double check that. But yeah, we paid attention to them man on the strength of that. So yeah, I think the more of an elder statesman you become, then yeah, you do evolve into that gatekeeper position as well. What about Julia Denuga? Because she has an audience, she has ears, people listen to her recommendations.
I mean, from my own experience, I haven't really seen her. I don't really pay too much attention to her, but I don't really see her recommending rappers like that. Really.
I feel like she was quite big on Benji Flow and Rags Original. I feel like she was like pushing them quite a bit.
Yeah.
That might have helped.
It might have helped. I mean, listen, she was on.
Or she's just a DJ.
I mean, she's not really a DJ.
No disrespect.
When she was on Apple anyway, because she's not at Apple anymore, but when she was at Apple and she was interviewing like all these young talents, of course, that's going to do well for the artist because she's such a well-respected person in the scene. So in a sense, I guess because of her prestige, does she put people onto the next best things? I suppose she did. Oh, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, fine. I'll give her a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
Tiffany Carver is a gatekeeper. 100%.
Is she though?
She's 100% a gatekeeper.
Why?
Because she's got her ears to the streets. Like she always has her ears to the streets. And she brings in like Pa Saliu, who is, Pa Saliu. Yeah, he one of his first major looks, other than the Frontline song, was a freestyle on Tiffany Carver. Same thing with Shabo.
She's on point with it.
Yeah, same thing with Shabo, and a few others really. So I'd say she's a gatekeeper in a sense. She's not as like visible with it, but I think she's working her way up there anyway. At least for the new generation.
So is anybody with an audience or a level of influence a gatekeeper?
It can't be that though.
It can't be, can it?
Yeah, it can't be.
Because we can't just be giving out this title to everyone.
That's everyone. That's everyone. That means Asian.
I mean, in an ideal world, how many people would you say should be gatekeepers?
Man, to me, it would just be 5 people.
Because I mean, the rap game is a big game.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think it's a bit of a deeper conversation as well. It falls into like, just even the corporate aspect of it as well. Because a lot of people that work behind the scenes are probably faces we'll never see. They hold way more of the keys to these gates than some of the names we just named. Bar, Austin Darbo. Do you know what I'm saying?
100%.
So, yeah.
And we'll never know who they are. Like, never.
Yeah.
So, and they probably they will definitely hold more power because they're part of a machine. They're part of an infrastructure. Whereas the people that we've just mentioned are personalities that we know and we see and that recommend people to blow, and through one way or another they might end up blowing eventually. So what about the US?
Who's the gatekeepers there?
Yeah.
No one. Academics.
Academics is... Listen, the academics...
Add them 22. Fuck, man. Jeez, bro. It just sounds like I'm Ebro. Charlemagne.
Yeah. You think them men are gatekeepers? I think Ebro more than Charlemagne.
No, I think Breakfast Club is just in general. Breakfast Club holds weight, bro. Breakfast Club holds weight. If you get an interview on Breakfast Club, it holds weight more than it does on Ebro in the morning.
Yeah, facts. Probably because of Charlemagne.
By default, it's because of Charlemagne. Just by default.
Yeah, I think some of the prominent legends are gatekeepers. The Jay-Z's, the Nas's. Because there's a rapper called Ali Vegas, and he was quite prominent on the mixtape scene, I think in the early 2000s. And he got a lot of stick for people saying he sounded like Nas. And rumor has it, Nas was threatened by him because Nas was seen as the old guy and he was coming in and sounding fresh. And apparently Nas put a stop to that. And he became blackballed and never went anywhere. That's just an example of what can happen
What's
if
his
you
name?
are a gatekeeper. Arnie Vegas. So I think a lot of the prominent legends are
Is that possible in today's world, though?
what's to be blackballed.
Yeah, to that.
Yeah, 100%.
How ironic that he did that to him, but your old Droog, who is white, is thriving.
He just
Not thriving,
he denied Droog's existence because he got asked about it in an interview for MTV, and he was like, "What?
Hey, well, you ignore that.
Is that excuse me?"
You ignore.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So,
Interesting.
yeah, America, I don't know.
America's, you can't control it, man. I don't think we do, unfortunately, have any gate. I mean, we should do.
It's
you
deeper
said.
and darker over there, though. Man.
But then, like it's like you said, we know America. You know who's controlling the top to a certain extent, and you see what they are. So they're clearly gonna push with their agenda. You can love Dre as much as you want, but I mean, so you can love Eminem as much you want, but it's Dre and Jimmy Iovine that are kind of
Pulling
Jimmy
the
Iovine's
strings.
picking what he wants to do.
Yeah.
He's picking the strings. He's picking the artist he wants to pick. He's picking Yellow Wolf no matter what Yellow Wolf's history is.
What's wrong with you, bro? Is Joe Budden a gatekeeper?
Now, or pump it up, Joe.
Now.
You just wanted to say that.
Why on earth would Pump It Up Joe
Hey, bro.
be a gatekeeper?
Carlos, he could even gatekeep himself back then, bro.
I would say so.
I don't know.
I think he's got. I think he's building that power. I think because of the audience he has, he can bring someone that's unknown onto his platform and them have like a level of ears and listenership.
Yeah.
And I think it will be quite a big number of people.
Hopefully, Jinx works himself way up to that. I like Jinx.
Maybe we need like
dope.
a criteria for what makes a gatekeeper.
I mean, you've kind of already described your criteria,
Yeah.
but that's quality control, and that's just.
If it's a
idealistic.
quality control thing, then yeah, it's way deeper because there's people behind the scenes then that are pulling the strings of who's coming into the industry, what radio stations are playing what, who's getting this, like, press. So it's a bit deeper, but yeah, I think UK might be a little bit more easier to pinpoint than the US.
Well, I mean, criteria is like, and there's never going to be a set criteria. There's never going to be a right way to look at these things. But someone who is able to, someone who has influence that is able to essentially uplift others. Like, that's why people like Julie, Tiffany, Wiley, people who have been able to use their words or use their actions to uplift other people. Maybe not even necessarily on a he's next to blow tip, but more so on a like, I fuck with this guy, here's a platform, and then however they blow from that is whatever. I think that's very, very important and something that needs to be considered. I think for me, that's one of the more tangible definitions of what a gatekeeper is anyway. What do you think, Mo?
I think we know what Mo thinks.
Yeah, we do.
New Africa.
Pardon?
Sahara the Prince had a song called New Africa where everybody just goes back to Africa and everything's black.
That would be amazing. Well, who done it?
Do
Sarah
it then.
Prince.
Yeah.
Very underrated artist, but that would be amazing.
Why don't you just go back to Africa then?
I think he's trying to.
I'm saying.
I wish I could, but
You sound like those white people who are like, yo, just get the fuck out of here. Go back to your country.
you
That
do
was
sound
the
like it. You do sound like it. Don't get me wrong.
That was
But
the point.
tell me, go somewhere you fucked up. Okay.
That's another conversation that they
That's
don't want to
another
have. innit?
conversation. That's,
They don't want to have that.
They don't want to have that.
conversation.
Go back to your country. You fucked it up.
That's deep, you know.
How can
There's
you
nowhere
tell
for us to go,
Imagine me fucking trashing your yard. I go back to your yard, fam. But yeah,
Bro, there's nowhere for us to go, bro. That's deep.
how do I feel personally? Nah, man, the gatekeeper is a very loaded question. It's unfortunately today's world it's not possible. We just gotta hope that our goats, the people at the top, make wise decisions with who they bring through. Because like a Jay, whoever he bring through and whoever he co-signs, we are going to check it out. Whoever Kendrick co-signs, we are going to check it out. And we just gotta hope that these will always stay on point. Jay-Z, the people he's recruited he's done well so far.
yeah.
Same with TDE, same with... So you see what I'm saying? We got to hope those guys, the people they co-sign, because you can't... Ack and them are not going to co-sign whoever they co-sign. We just got to hope the people we hold to a certain extent, to hold a certain criteria, whoever they co-sign and whoever they sign for and whoever they go, yo, this is it, are thorough.
Anyway, guys, let's move on to the final topic. A fun one for today. Well, they always are, the last topics. So yeah, I guess we want to talk about the sensation of being a rap fan and, liking songs that you might not have expected to like and you're too ashamed to tell the homies about. Now we've all got one of those. So you got a few. See, I'm even surprised you got a few. It was hard for me though. I don't know if I have many that I'm ashamed to tell you, man, about.
No, I've got a couple. I can't lie, man.
I can't do one I'm looking forward to.
I think I've got more artists than I have songs.
It's Peter that I'm looking forward to here, boy.
I can start if you want.
Go ahead,
sir.
Go
Take the wheel.
Cool. Wait, hold on. Let me
Take
just.
the wheel.
Bro, this was probably around. I was in secondary school.
Oh, he's
these
giving us
days.
context. Fuck.
Yeah, man. I was in secondary school these days, and like, you know, the South was starting its reign of dominance, and so
Magoo.
nah, I'm not even Magoo, but big up Magoo though. But bro, I was a massive fan of Mike Jones, bro.
Mike who?
Yeah,
Mike Jones.
Yeah.
I said
on-
3366.
bro. The maddest
Mike
thing is, I
Jones.
was such a fan. Like, I had my boy burn me Mike Jones CDs,
That's too
and
much.
I would pester him like, bro, where's my Mike Jones CD?
Okay, yeah.
Do you know how nasty that sounds, bro?
That's
That's
And I legit,
that's
and like,
horrendous.
you know, he had the single of where he gave out his phone number.
Yeah, free.
Yeah, back in the day, I could recite that number. I can't anymore though, and even if I did, I would not.
That's just ill.
Yeah, so I was a massive Mike Jones fan. You lot can tell me nothing about Jones back in the day. And like, one more, when 50 came out, bro, I was convinced that Tony Yayo was the truth. Tony Yayo was the truth to me. Absolute truth, bro. No one can tell me nothing.
Yayo.
I thought he was amazing. That's all.
Tony
Yayo.
Yayo.
So you
Mike
had-
Jones and
you
Tony
had 50 to
Yayo.
pick from, and you had Banks, but you chose Yayo.
I loved all of them.
Yayo
but-
was the kill.
He even had
Banks.
Buck to choose from and he chose
Fam,
Yayo.
I loved
You know
all
what
of
I'm
them,
saying? Even
innit?
Buck,
But
fam.
I loved all of them.
Olivia
but
was right
I loved
there.
Yayo,
Well,
innit?
didn't Tony Yayo have something basically where it was like, something, telling Yayo back in this bitch? What's up?
Yeah. I remember. I think that was his single.
Yeah. Where it's like, something, Tony Yayo back in this
He's like,
bitch. Nah. Tony Yayo was so whack.
I'm trying to remember how it goes. Hold on.
Please remember.
I want to remember.
Oh my days.
I can't remember, man. Hold on. Let
I
me
think
find
that's.
it on
Oh
YouTube.
god.
But you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
that's a good
man. They're on the run.
Yeah.
And they run to the club. Yeah. Hold on. Let me find it. He's like, oh, nigga, do you know who
I
it is?
is.
Yeah.
It's something, me, Tony Yayo up in this
Bitch.
bitch.
Yeah.
Why do I know that?
Why was there so much emphasis on bitch?
He put bare emphasis on that bit. I didn't even listen to Tony Yayo, but that song stuck in my head.
I listened to every G Unit members album.
I believe you.
Every
No,
single
you don't
one.
need to say with
Hot
conviction.
Rod, Spider Loke, 40 Glock.
You listen to the
Bro,
game.
I'm
You remember the game beat him up?
Fam, I was a 50 fan, innit? So,
Punched him in the bushes. Hey, the game was a bully.
yeah, for real.
Yayo.
Tony Yayo back. Yes. I sent me that. I listened to it on the way home.
And he did that dance, innit?
Yeah,
man?
what is that? I know, send me that. I told you he was a bad boy.
Bruv, I'm telling you, man. But yeah, that's the one that like I was ashamed to say that I liked, man.
That was incredibly nasty, bro.
Yeah, I know, man.
Like incredibly so. But we move. Mohammed.
Nah, yeah, but you go next.
To be honest,
I've got 2 songs rather than artists.
yeah, mine are kind of basic. To be honest, like Ice Ice Baby.
Sidro.
I love that song, man. Like
You like Ice Ice Baby?
Ice Ice Baby is fire, man. I still like it. From the dance moves,
Ew.
you know what I'm saying, to his fit,
Nasty.
you know what I mean, to his hairstyle,
He's fit.
you know
You
what
like
I'm
the
saying, to the drop top in the video, like everything's cool, man.
I don't
To the
even remember the
extreme,
video.
you know what I
You
mean.
would remember the video.
I'm trying to remember the lyrics. To the extreme, let it jump like a vandal, light up the stage, something like a candle, something like that. But anyway, I thought he was spit.
You know he didn't write those bars?
Don't mind, this nigga was spitting.
Alright, cool.
Who wrote it?
This nigga.
This nigga was spitting. Yeah, who did write it?
Some guy called Chocolate.
Yuck.
You should have told that stuff.
But that
He
was
was a Suge Knight's artist. That's why they dangled him over the thing, innit?
Okay.
Yeah, because he was trying to get the rights back and give it back to the person who actually wrote the song.
Context.
Yeah,
To be fair, if it's Ice Ice Baby, he made a lot of money from that. I'd probably
Yeah.
dangle him from the roof as well.
precisely.
Damn, man, he wouldn't have done shit as well. And then, like, when Macklemore was popping, like, I really liked Thrift Shop.
Oh, I hated that
I
song.
really liked Can't Hold Us.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I seen you.
know what I'm saying?
When we're outside, I saw you how you get when can't hold.
You know what I mean? I knew all the words at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that shit was lit. And I didn't even care the fact that he was kind of like too squeaky clean and dead. But
God damn.
yeah, man, that's pretty much it for me. I can't really remember. I wish I remembered, but yeah, man, Ice Ice Baby was my joint. Still is.
Cool. I've got a few songs, about 3.
Good grief.
Because I listen to some nasty songs, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If this was non-rap, It would have been nasty.
Oh, yeah.
It would
For
have been
you?
nasty,
Yeah, defo.
bro.
Defo.
But do you guys remember Cash Out?
Who?
One guy called Cash Out, and then a song called Cash It Out.
Nah, man.
Man, no, hold on, let me play it quickly, yeah, just so you got context. But I just need you not to hear this. When I tell you, I play this song every day.
Is that Doughboy's Cash Out? Or just Cash
Nah,
Out?
this guy was just called Cash Out, fam. Yeah,
When did he come out?
this song.
Nah, man.
Nah,
It's
bro.
nasty. But I listen to this song, yeah, about every day for like 3 months.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Don't ask me why.
I at least took breaks from Mike Jones.
No,
and Tony
I don't
Ayo,
hear
innit?
it.
That's
Man.
Mike
nasty.
Jones.
You knew a grown man's number off my heart. But I don't even know my mum's number. I listen to Cash Out every day, bro. So that's one. Another one is, I know we just had the conversation about white people, but do you remember what was the T.I. song with Iggy Azalea?
Oh, a murder business.
No, not Murder Business. Murder Business was way, I won't even add that.
Oh.
What was the other song he had? And it was bare popping.
Fancy.
No, not Fancy. He had, what was it again? And she goes, want to lay it down with Iggy. Iggy gave it to him twice, 99, did he? That song there, bro, let me find out what it was called, because that song, I could recite Iggy Azalea's whole verse.
That's disgusting.
I'm not going to
You
lie
can
to you.
recite a whole Iggy Azalea verse.
Bro, listen to what I'm saying, fam. That, no mediocre. I don't want no mediocre. I don't want mediocre.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, Iggy must have gone something like, now he wanted late, twice calling Mike, baby. But I need a bad boy. Rest in peace, Whitney, pardon me. But I don't think the niggas fucking with me. Nah, she bodied it. She didn't
She
write
said
it.
the N-word.
Nah, pardon me, but I don't think these. Oh, I said niggas. I think she said something else.
Oh, but
I don't think it just sounds better with niggas in it. Yo, she actually didn't say it. But I didn't have
How the hell did you add it when it's not in the song?
I don't know.
There's
I could be a
something
better
wrong
rapper than Iggy Azalea, fam.
For real.
But yeah, nah, to me, that one, No Mediocre and Cash Out, I played like an infinite amount of times. I'm not going to lie to you. Like an infinite amount of times. And looking back at it, I should have made better decisions in life.
To be fair though, no, when Iggy first came out, I mean, the fact that she was a white woman rapping just intrigued me. And then the first like couple freestyles that she did, I remember she did one over Hell of a Life. And I was like, okay. And then I heard Murder Business and nothing was the same after that.
Click, click, bow, bow. It's the Murder Business.
Yeah, what happened to Lady Sovereign? No, you guys are talking about white female rappers,
Yeah,
innit?
no.
And I just thought Lady Sovereign.
Whatever did happen to her?
I'm silent on purpose because I don't know.
I think Jay-Z signed her, though.
He did.
He did.
Way
did.
back in the day.
It's an L. It's an L.
You're eager to give Jay L's, isn't it?
It's an L, bro.
He can't wait.
Come on, man. Nas
wait.
would never.
You're right. He just can't find a
Nas would never.
because that's so much.
I'd rather not have a producer than sign Lady Sovereign.
It's true, you know. Nas can't even find a producer, let alone.
Can you find
rappers.
artists? How are you gonna find artists and you can't even find a producer? Big man.
He's
So he
probably
would
the
find
reason-
better artists than Lady Sovereign.
fam.
Bro, he's probably the reason why Dave East ain't done much,
Oh,
bro.
pick one struggle, big man. Fam.
That's not true. Dave East has been. You said pick one struggle.
Pick one
Shut
struggle.
up, man.
Pick one. You can't even find a producer. You want to find the artist that can rap. Chill out, fam. Let's just.
But Dave
don't
East can
run before
rap.
you can walk, fam.
But Dave East can rap.
What'd you say? Dave East is my guy. I love KD.
I love, yeah. I
Did he
love
find
Dave
Dave
East.
East?
Yeah.
There you go.
Wayne was
He's got one
managing.
over Jay-Z,
Wayne
though.
was managing, but things signed him. Nice.
Listen, man. At the end of the day, you know a whole Iggy Azalea like
crazy.
bar. You know a
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
verse off by
But
heart.
then, yeah, that one. And then also, I used to think this artist was going to be the truth. Rich Homie Quan.
Oh yeah, you like him.
I thought, yeah, this guy was going to be the truth. I thought he was going to be a young fuck today, put it that way. Like, I swore by Rich Homie. My boys will tell you, whether it's flex, whether it's type of way, I used to rinse Rich Homie Quan out. Like, on a regs. Now he's just Homie.
Boy.
He's just Quan now.
Bruv,
He's not even homie.
he's someone.
He ain't rich. Well, he might be rich. But
Potentially. He's potentially Rich Homie Quan.
he's Quan.
He's potentially Rich Homie Quan.
He's decent homie Quan.
Bruv. Like, yo, I swore by him, but yeah, that's about it.
Affordable homie Quan.
Yeah, affordable. That's a great shout.
Affordable.
But I don't think that's embarrassing. That's why I didn't add him.
Yeah, that's not
Like,
too
Mike
bad.
Jones is ill.
Yeah.
Mike Jones is very.
So what, did I have the worst one?
Mike
Yeah.
Jones and Tony Yayo. Yeah,
the
that's
worst one.
that's specifically very nasty.
Because
So,
you-
yeah.
Cash Out was like a month, 2 months.
In
3
my
months.
defense, though,
He was young.
not even that, but Mike Jones came out like when the South was really going crazy.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? I was listening to a lot of Southern artists.
So what's your defense?
The fact that like it was raining hip hop, like that sound was like I
Again,
couldn't escape it.
what's your defense
was
for listening to
catchy.
Mike Jones that much?
I was young.
I mean, that's it.
Put
Innit?
everything down to age in it.
That's it.
When you don't have nothing else
I
to
didn't
go
know
to.
any better,
I
man.
was young, fam. What can I say, fam? Like, nah.
Because kill all that other shit he was talking about. Like, you're young, man. It's cool. You can enjoy.
Hey, man.
You definitely won the nasty awards tonight.
Have I?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Definitely the nasty award. And you take that home.
I'll take that,
You're
man.
2-0 for nasty awards, but just 0-2 for verses.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
I see what you done there, fam.
Hey man, we move.
What you done there, fam. I see what you
Hey,
done.
man.
But hey man, listen, you live and learn. Anyway, guys.
That's why he stopped listening to music.
Yeah, for real. For real. And on that note, yeah, we're going to wrap up for today. So, guys, thank you once again. And thank you, everyone, for listening as well. If you want to talk to us about how wrong Mo is with his views on white people, you can...
He not done.
Or if you want to critique Peter on his choices for Tony Yayo and Mike Jones, you can...
And what about you? Are you just clean here?
No, you could critique me on Nice Size Baby if you want.
There we go.
And I will argue. I will argue. But yeah,
You like these fit, you nasty son of a bitch.
you know a whole Iggy. I didn't say what his fit was. I just remember it being,
He had a baggy thing, innit?
yeah. But then it wasn't as bad when he was dancing. It didn't look as nasty. So that's probably why I thought, oh yeah, I remember the fit. But I couldn't tell you what it was.
You nasty.
Hey man, it is what it is. I think we all share it. We can all be recipients.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, we can all be.
You lot are worse than me.
You listen.
Iggy has said this one first. You,
I don't think our mine's that bad, though, man.
You.
Tony Yayo like was part of like
Tony Yayo
one of
did
the hottest groups at the time, innit? So
He was just the worst rapper.
yeah,
I mean, you know.
Considerably.
yeah.
See, you didn't have to do all that.
No, bro.
Considerably.
Cuz. Bro, it was...
It was bad.
I'm not even
So-
acting like young but bro.
I really enjoyed his album,
Who?
Tony Yayo's.
You just trying to go further with this nasty award tonight,
Yeah, for
boy.
real.
You want a runaway lead.
Let's wrap this up before it gets even nastier, man. So
Hey,
yeah,
man.
if you want to get at us, you know the socials. We're on @RhymesDimesPod on all socials, and yeah, we will be here same time in 2 weeks' time, really. So, lads, if there's nothing else,
Hey, man. Salute
Peace,
to everyone.
man.
Salute to
Look
Arteta.
after yourselves.
yeah. If you're gonna be out, stay safe, stay distanced. Even though I know it's impossible for some of you, especially the drunker you get. But yeah, man, just be careful.
Spread
Nice.
love, give love, and love.
All right then.
What's wrong with me encouraging people to love?
Hey, man.
No, it was the and love at the end.
are
I
we
was
encouraging
like-
people to love?
Saying, bro. Yeah, man. You know, that's why I tell you, man. Oh, listen to these albums. It'll help you love better.
Okay, yeah, me
Anyway, yeah. So
Tiana
we're
Taylor,
gonna
yeah,
we're gonna we're
It'll
gonna
help
we're
you
gonna
love
wrap up.
better,
We're
man.
gonna wrap up. We're gonna
Cleo
wrap up. So
Soul.
yeah,
Yeah, me
we
wrap
will,
it up.
we will see you next time.
Salute to Arteta.
No, fuck
No,
off.
no, legit, leave that. Salute
Fuck
to
off.
Arteta.
No, fuck off. Anyway, take care. Peace. You man are random, man.
This guy's not rave. And this guy shouting at Tiana Taylor for no reason.